They say the scariest moments aren't the screams or the blood, they're the quiet ones. The seconds when something feels asterisk off asterisk, when the world stills just long enough for you to realize you're not alone. I woke up in the middle of the night to the sound of soft footsteps. At first, I thought it was part of a dream. The steady asterisk click asterisk of rubber soles on linoleum, the faint rattle of metal instruments. Then I opened my eyes. The hospital room was dimly lit, washed in a pale blue glow from the monitor beside my bed. The screen displayed my vitals in small, steady waves. Everything looked calm, normal, but there was someone standing at the foot of my bed. A nurse. She was adjusting my four, moving quietly, the faint scent of antiseptic trailing behind her. Her white uniform reflected the monitor's light, giving her an almost ghostly outline. I'd been in the hospital for 2 nights following a car accident, cracked ribs, a mild concussion, nothing life-threatening. Still, waking up to someone hovering over me wasn't exactly comforting. "Sorry," I mumbled, my throat dry. "Didn't mean to startle you." She froze for just a moment, then turned her head toward me. Her face was calm, too calm. She smiled, polite and small, but there was something wrong with it. The kind of smile people wear when they're trying to hide something. "It's okay," she said softly. "You should rest." Her voice was steady, but her asterisk eyes asterisk, that's what caught me. They were wide, glassy, filled with a kind of fear that didn't match her words. I frowned. "Everything all right?" She didn't answer right away. Her lips parted as if she wanted to say something, but then she simply shook her head. "Just don't move, okay?" Before I could ask what she meant, she took a step back, glancing toward the doorway. I thought maybe she'd seen something, another patient, a doctor, maybe some emergency down the hall. But she just stood there for a heartbeat longer, staring not at the door, but at asterisk me asterisk, and then I saw it just for a split second. In the reflection of her eyes, my bed, my face. An asterisk, someone else asterisk standing behind me. I gasped and whipped my head around, but there was no one there, just the thin hospital curtain swaying slightly, as if someone had brushed past it seconds ago. The monitor beeped faster, matching my racing pulse. When I turned back to her, she was gone. The door to my room swung gently on its hinges, the faint sound of footsteps retreating down the hall. I pressed the call button beside my bed, but it only flickered once before dying out. The machines buzzed softly, the lights dimmed, and I was left in a silence that felt unnatural, like the building itself was holding its breath. The next morning, I asked about the nurse. The day staff looked confused. "We didn't have anyone on rounds in your wing last night," one of them said, checking her clipboard. "Maybe a floating nurse from another department?" "No," I insisted. She had a tag nurse Watanabe. Short, dark hair, blue scrubs. The woman's face went pale. "You sure about the name?" "Yes." "Why?" She hesitated. "That's strange. Nurse Watanabe hasn't worked here for almost 6 months. She..." "What?" I pressed. "She passed away last spring, in a room just down the hall from yours." I laughed, but it sounded hollow, shaky. "That's not funny." She didn't smile. "I'm not joking." That night, I kept the lights on. I tried reading anything to distract myself, but every noise, the hum of the vent, the creak of the pipes, the shuffle of carts outside felt amplified. I kept glancing at the curtain beside me, half expecting it to move. Around 3 a.m., I must have dozed off because I woke to a cold pressure against my wrist. I opened my eyes slowly. The nurse was there again, same uniform. Same calm, terrified expression. But this time, she wasn't checking my four. Her hand hovered inches from my shoulder, trembling. Her lips moved, but no sound came out. I tried to speak, but my throat locked up. I couldn't move, paralyzed, eyes wide open, heart hammering in my chest. Then I heard it, a faint asterisk exhale asterisk right behind my ear. Hot breath brushed the back of my neck. The nurse's eyes flicked upward just slightly, and I realized she wasn't looking at me asterisk. She was looking asterisk over me asterisk, her pupils dilated. Her expression crumpled into something like horror. And I saw it again, and her reflection. A shape behind me, long fingers, pale and thin, reaching slowly toward my throat. I screamed. The sound ripped out of me, breaking the silence like glass shattering. I thrashed, tearing the four out of my arm. The machines shrieked, alarms blaring. The lights flickered. When the door burst open, a nurse and 2 orderlies rushed in, shouting over one another. I was shaking uncontrollably, pointing behind me. But there was nothing there, just tangled sheets and spilled saline. They called it a panic attack, trauma-induced hallucination. But I know what I saw. I was discharged the next morning. The staff insisted I'd imagined everything, the night nurse, the shadow, the reflection. But before I left, I passed the memorial wall near the main elevator. It was a small plaque, dedicated to staff members who died in service, and there she was. Nurse asterisk, Aiko Watanabe asterisk. Smiling faintly in the photo, hands folded in her lap. For a moment, I thought the picture was normal. But when I looked closer, my stomach dropped. In the glass covering the frame, a faint reflection, barely visible, showed a hospital bed. And behind it, a dark figure with a hand outstretched, reaching, even now. Sometimes I awake in the middle of the night to see my reflection in the black screen of my TV or the glare of my phone. And just for an instant, there's someone else there, standing right behind me, watching.